Hey guys, Brenny here, and welcome to a hardcore episode. We are at the industrial area because I finally am actually going to lay out the base floor plan to our area, and that will allow us to begin starting on the redstone. I think this will probably be our last little episode we do on this for just a little bit because, you know, I don't like to flood you guys with the exact same projects. So what we want to do is go to about here and then stand there. Then we want to go 15 blocks down this way. And then we want to start the project about here. And then we break that. And we continue placing these. I have done some calculations. Our build is going to be 35 across. And I don't know how long it's going to go down. But we are running out of area. Alright, let's go chop some dirt over there because chopping dirt makes all the sense. So basically, this side here is going to be our entrance side. I figured it would be our prettiest side because if this is 35 here and the entrance is here, we'd probably have a pathway down here going through all the factories because there's going to be multiple factories. It's our industrial area. And like I said, I've done a little bit of research and I have some other cool little factory ideas. I don't have like, I would like to do a firework factory, and I had another one, but I actually haven't got it written down because I only really write ideas down when I have, like, a plan for those ideas. Like, I definitely, oh god, I knew that I wanted to make this, like, one super duper hardcore build, and yeah, when I get those ideas for a future build, I will go and do that. So, let's go and fill in the ground here. We need to go 4 more out, so at least there. And then we need to go out there, and then we'll just bring this down to here. We'll fill that in, and after we do that, I think we will mark out the wait, what did I call them? The brewing stations, and then the control panel. There's gonna be 13 brewing stations, I believe. No, 14 maybe, including nether wart. Oh, no. Oh, God, there's going to be so many of them. Holy crap. Like, I was just thinking about it. Like, I've got to have one for netherwort, one for redstone, one for gunpowder. I got to have one to make the potions, which I was thinking, one side I would just have water, a furnace, maybe a chest full of sand, a chest full of glass, and a chest full of vials. Or, wait, are they called? No, they're called water bottles, I think. They should be called vials, shouldn't they? I have no clue. Alright, let's hop in the bed and I'll explain this. And this is our finished project of the control panel, the layout. So this here will be a redstone lamp and it will indicate if we need more water bottles. This one here will indicate if we need any items for our chest. For example, gas tiers, redstone, gunpowder. Here will be the selection system. Here will be whether we want to add redstone, glowstone, or gunpowder. And then here will be brew and then auto brew, which I haven't really finalized the system for that still, but I have been working. I stopped working on the brewing stations and started working on the control panel because we're gonna lay out the brewing stations and then put the control panel in first because there's gonna be a 3 block walkway between them. I'll give you guys an example. Let's go and get that. And we will also get, do I have any more? Yeah, I have stone bricks there. And then I'll just grab them as well. And what else do I want to grab? I suppose I'll use cobblestone for a demo pathway because I don't really know what I will make the pathway out of. Oh, I forgot we had a heap of blocks in here. Let's take all them out. And we will make a diamond shovel. I do want to, like, I think our next episode is going to be a very fillery-in episode, you know, where we go off and just do random little things that we should have been doing, you know. Let's go and bring this side over. And we will put that... Oh! Alright, apparently I still have a bit of use on my pickaxe. My shovel, not pickaxe. Alright, let's go over here. Grab the dirt. I want to just fill in the teeny little bit more of pathway. Damn it. A teeny little bit more of the pathway. And oh my god, non-enchanted tools suck, guys. I definitely think that's probably a project we do need to work on is an enderman farm. So we'll have to gather some cobblestone so we can make, what is it called? Scaffolding. Because when you make an enderman farm in hardcore mode, you want a lot of scaffolding. And then we can begin on it. I don't really know how the new Enderman mechanics work, though. I've heard, like they drop Endermites, and the Endermite, well, not drop, Endermites spawn under them, and they make things hard. Alright, so, this will be the size of the little areas, so I suppose we can have this area dug out. That's 5, so we'll take it out to 6, and then we'll bring this across. And then this will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it will go 15, I believe they are. Wait, I've got it written down. So they're 15 by 5. Our control panel is 29 by 13. So it's all going to fit in here pretty good. Alright, so 3, 6, 9. This one should be 12. And then this one should be 12, and then 15. Holy crap, no, they can't be that big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy crap, they are that big. That's actually a little bit disappointing to me. And, like, the water streams on them are fully 8 blocks long. But it's actually needed because I have all the redstone underneath them. I don't have it going across because there's going to be 3 by 3 pathways in between them. So we should be able to get away with, like, this. And then the next one we build should actually be 3 blocks across. Wow, my block placing is horrible right now. So the next one we build should go 1, 2, 3. And then it should fit perfectly in here. So we'll give that a shot. And what I'm actually going to do this time, I'm going to play it smarter and get out 15 blocks. This actually might be wrong calculations from the looks of it. Wait. We want 15 blocks, so we'll just do this the smarter way. By doing this. And then you just place those blocks, and then we don't have to count, which is... It took me so many years to figure that out. You'd think I would be... Oh, alright, so it fits good. And then we're gonna have... I have no clue how many of these, but it's gonna go off in that direction. But, what I think I'm gonna do now is... Go get some glowstone because we need to make some lamps for our control panel. And I'm going to go enchant this shovel with something, or at least get an enchanted shovel. Okay guys, so I have moved our little station away from the factory because I want to start designing the factory. Here's the stations for each little type of ingredient. Yeah, ingredient is the correct word. But what is the issue is I have noticed that the shitty potions, for example, let me have a look-see, potion of weakness, potion of harming, potion, poison isn't too bad, potion of slowness, they're kind of, they're annoying to make, but I still will have them in the system because I've thought of a new way I would like to do it, and I figured I'd show you guys that way, as well as just doing the little squares around our area. Now, these aren't actually needed. I could probably compact this a bit more, and I might design a few, and, like, because they work in kind of, is it segments? No, there's a proper word for it, where you can, modules? Modules, yeah, they're modular. Yeah, and I feel like these half slabs may actually not be needed, meaning that we can get a lot more out of our little pathway, like... This is going to take 2 blocks off each one. It'll bring it all the way down to there because this is 12. That's how much we need. There is, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ingredients, and then there's 1 to add nether wart, so that's 11 ingredients. And then there's going to be 1 to make the potions of just regular potions, which will have like a furnace and some other random stuff. I may actually put that in another room. I'm still debating. For example, what I could do is have the start of the overhang area go here, and this is where the control panel will be further up here, and then I could have it come around here and the staircase go down here, and then in the room over there, maybe that's where the potions are made. Like, I have no issue transporting shit from side to side. Like, honestly, I'm not going to get upset about losing 30 hoppers because this is a bigger project and I want it to work perfectly. The design of the modules has fail-safes put in the way. For example, when it gets a signal in, really confusing to explain. Alright, let's say these are hoppers. So, when it gets a signal in from here, it will put a redstone block here to stop the hoppers. Until it gets a signal from here to tell it to remove this redstone block so that if more potions do start stacking up, they will just stack up here. And each machine will have that, and I'm hoping that the timing... maybe I could also... No, see, I don't want to... I'm only going to have one system that counts how many potions are going into the loop, because that's actually quite a big thing to make, so... I suppose that's the best way. Now, one thing I've got to do now is break all of our little designs over here, but they were just practice designs because, like I said, there's a few different ways I want to do this, and, oh, well, I'll actually get to one of those. So, I did originally want to do the vertical design, because horizontal would take up too much space, but I think we will actually have this... Oh, this is our technical chest here. I think we will have the space to spare, so what I'm thinking is something like... Alright, let me give this a shot for you guys. So, we do a line of these here, and we'll do... This seems like enough to show you guys. And we do this. And each of these little hoppers goes off to a different area. For example... netherwort, gunpowder, sugar, yeah, and other things like that. And then what we have here is, it's almost the same design as the previous one I showed you, but horizontal. And I actually feel like that's going to work better with our layout because we're not changing height as much. So firstly, it will speed up the design a lot. And secondly, there's only 11 ingredients, so... this is how it will work. Firstly, I will begin by ordering the areas in the most important way first. So, this first one here, let's go and get some different blocks. Actually, we do have some different blocks on us. Let's get out. There we go. So, let's say this is netherwort. This is... what would be next? There's a bunch of ones that are actually quite even. So, let's say these are all the even ones. Netherwort does have to go first. Then, what is next is... what's this? The thing that makes a potion of weakness. So it would be fermented spider eye. And then here would be glowstone, gunpowder, and... no, gunpowder's last. So glowstone and redstone. And then the last one here is gunpowder, which I don't want to mark with that block at all. Let's go and get some planks. I love marking stuff out for you guys because I really feel like it makes it relatable and easy to follow. So let's go and do that. Let's put that there, break that. Put that there. All of these hoppers will have crap in them because I dropped some stuff in some of them, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Oh, what one was it? There we go. So, what's going to happen now is I'm going to make some pistons and I will... what way actually would I do the pistons? I suppose I would do the pistons below the systems, but for now I'll just do it beside it just to show you guys. What we're going to have is non-sticky pistons. So, where would that be? Oh, actually, how would that work? I'm just thinking now. Maybe, it depends where what I could do is, alright, so we're doing some on-the-fly thinking right now. Let's get out some redstone blocks. So, what's gonna happen is, let's say, strength potion. So, a piston is gonna push a redstone block there, because we need netherwort. Then it's going to push it here because we need blaze powder. Let's say that's blaze power. Then let's say we want it extended and splash. The piston's going to push the redstone blocks there, which will stop... oh, actually it would be opposite. So it would be like this and those ones would be dug out. Like so. That and that. So what would happen as the item came across through the system, it would go into here. And now it's a mundane potion. Then it would go back into the system and continue across until it is put into the, what is this called? This was the blaze powder. And then after that, it would go through the system again. And what would happen, once it goes through each element, that would send a pulse to finish that element. Like so. So, alright, once the netherwort's done, it would go through again from the start, and then it would get put in there. Once that's done, it would get put in right at the start again and go through and get taken to the correct spot, which would be here, and so on. And I really like that concept. There's only a few issues I'm having with it. For example, auto brewing, I want it to reset. So I think what I would do is at the end of this system, it would reset the settings. So it's going to have pistons to push. So let's say there was 2 hoppers at the end of our system, which we will mark out because I really want to give this a rough test for the idea of it. So this hopper here would detect one thing, and this hopper here would detect the other thing. So this hopper here is going to detect, finish the system's finished and push away all of these. So none of these will be blocked. Actually, no, all of them will be blocked. Yes, like so. Then this hopper here is actually going to check if the system is on auto brew, and it's going to grab the settings again and take away the redstone blocks that are necessary. And then it can go off and start another lot of potions. The only issue with that is we can't bulk brew, you know? I want it to, it's so confusing. With this method, it can only do one lot of things at a time. But if I break this thing into modular, oh god, it's confusing me so much, my brain is hurting. So if I break each of these categories, for example, nether wart, secondary ingredients, third ingredients, which there is different ways. Like, for example, you can put in a glowstone, which is listed here. I'm actually looking at a map. And then if you add a spider eye to that glowstone, you get a potion of weakness plus. But if you do it from left to right without any weird methods like that, it will be better for our system. I wish you guys could see me sometimes, because I really feel like I add more value if you could see me, which I would like to someday. We'll see. Then again, I don't really know how to do all that setup thing, and I want it to be easy, you know. I don't want to be struggling to do face cam recordings. Anyway, so our next way we could do it is have it go through each of these systems in order and kind of have it set up like that. So when it auto potions, it would just keep going through. And alright, so once the potions are through this segment, it would put the redstone block there until the potions are through. Once the potions are through, it will take away the redstone block. And when new potions come in, it will put it there so that no new ones could come in. And by the end of it, which would be this one, it would send a signal to this one to send out more potions. So that each segment will have a failsafe just in case somehow brewing lags in one area, or I don't know, brewing has different timing for different areas. It should work, and using that method, it would be similar to this, but this would be broken down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. And I suppose that's enough talking shit about that, because that's just a big jibber jab. What I'm going to do is take down our control panel, and I'm going to get thinking how this will work, because firstly I have to do this. I think I'm going to build it on a server, so I might just install single player commands for my creatives, just so I can trial this out, because I don't want to make it in survival and then it not work. But I do enjoy also you guys being a big part of the design. Have you guys ever done something and it just looks like you've done nothing, but you've done so much? Like, I was in my, firstly, my chest plate broke due to just playing so much. My shovel has been fully repaired and been used back down to that much. I have an efficiency 5 pickaxe fortune 3 because that was about to break, so I added it to another tool. And I'm realizing I need an enderman farm soon. You'll see I've also done the design on the outer side, and I'm pretty happy with that. It scales with the inside, which has also been completely changed. So there is a 3-block gap between each brewing module, brewing station, that's it. And then there is a border around the outside because I figured that makes a lot more sense. It will also help with our redstoning and hoppering because it makes it more clean. I was going to try to run all these systems down this 3-thick area, and that's why I was like, oh crap, it might be nice to have technically 5-block gaps between the system. But I also figured out we don't need 12 brewing areas, we need 14. And one sec, let me just pop up this. Those areas are gonna go from there to here, and I'll explain why, because I have also figured out a method I want to use. I want to use the similar method to my first one, but one that can work good. So I will go and get a redstone block and some more redstone blocks and some ore. And alright, so let's say this is our selection. Our selection is a strength potion. So what's going to happen is some redstone's going to go out and say, alright, a strength potion needs nether wart. It needs, what's it called? What is that other stuff called? I have forgot. What? Oh my god. Why am I blanking out? Blaze powder. That's it. Yep, that's good. And let's say we want it to be a, what's it called as well, a splash potion. And that's, actually, let's say it's extended, and then this is splash as well. And all of these options are selected in our menu, and they will venture off to pistons that will remove redstone blocks from the bottom of the hoppers. And the rest of the hoppers, which will have other options, so let's say these are our options once again. We'll need the nether wart, so that redstone will get moved away. Let's say this one's blaze powder again, that one will get moved away. That's the, what one's that one again? Fermented spider eye, so that one will stay there. And then this one here, and then let's say this one here as well. Those are our selected options. Let's remove these redstone blocks now that you guys understand how the selection process will work. And each potion's obviously going to have its own set of settings and all of that. And it's going to be quite fancy-pantsy. Now, what's going to happen, instead of going through this system and getting up to a point, for example, once it does nether wart, it loops back around and continues through the system. It's actually going to just continue on. So, once it goes through nether wart, it will go to here. This part will connect back up into this part of the system. And then it will continue on. Once it does this one, it will continue back here. Instead of what I previously thought I was going to do, that will probably save a few hoppers, the previous method, it would have went back to the front. And basically, my original plan was to have hoppers going down the middle. Like so. And go off to all the different modules of the brewing stations. And those hoppers, I did all this in creative and was planning it all out. That's why I'm so on key, apart from with my names of things. Basically, once those hoppers were selected, those hoppers all funneled back and took it to the front. So, it was really, you know, it only needed 2 tunnels of hoppers. But this system's going to need one big long one, but it will continue on. And that the long array of hoppers is going to go around the outside, like so, underground. And basically, we will put the brewing stations in the correct order. So, this one here will be nether wart. This one here, golden carrot, rabbit's foot, magma cream, sugar, pufferfish. And once we get, there's about 9 selections that are secondaries. Then there's the third one, which is the fermented spider eye, which if we're mathing correctly should be about here. That most of the time will be just skipped over, but it's there just in case we need it. And then redstone, and then glowstone, and then, oh, the glowstone would have been there. And then gunpowder. And it will start there and here. The only issue is I want my my water bottles to be stored over here. Yeah, I have some building blocks. So, I want my water bottles to be stored over here, as well as my brewed potions, as well as the entrance, as well as a little lookout, because the build design that I have, that I'm basing this off, is actually pretty groovy. So, let's go and we'll do some rough designs. Now, with the whole new layout, the build is actually shorter, but it's wider, because I had to add about 3 layers, maybe even a bit more, which wasn't horrible. I honestly can't complain, because once we add this front little area too, it will come about out to here, maybe, yeah, about there, and then the pathway will go down here. Once we add the control panel at the end, that will also add a lot to it. Basically, this will come out here. Let's say this is our entrance door, so we will make that 5. Actually, we want that 5 on the inside, so we'll make it 7, because technically you count this wall too. And then we'll have it go to about, 9 that way. Anyway, yeah, so that would be like that. And then coming off that room, we might even have a bigger room. This one will be the main storage room, and there'll be a doorway here, maybe a doorway here. And then this will be the main storage room, so that will be a lot bigger, and it'll go to like here. Actually, I can make that a bit thinner as well, and I could have another room off that, just going by this little picture that I'm going by. Let's say that goes all the way down to the end of the room, and then we have another one coming off here, blah, 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 blah. One thing I do want to do that's on this picture is it's got an area for, so confusing to explain. Basically, this building here is very short, this one's a bit taller. So you'd go up a staircase in this building, and you'd be on the roof of this short building. Then there's an area that looks as if it's got some scaffolding and a ladder to go up into a smaller room up there that would allow you to be at the light level of our factory, because our factory is going to be very tall, and there's going to be scaffolding across the top to make it look all strong and supported. And yeah, that room would get up there, so if you change light bulbs or do some repairs, and I thought that was a cool little design. But I want to thank you all for watching this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave what you want me to do in the next episode, because ideally, I would love to finish this. I'm so pumped for this project, but I also want to finish the Wither skeleton farm. I would like to start an Enderman farm because I do need a better source of experience because I have so many enchantments I want to do. I'd love to be getting experience so quickly that I can't keep up with diamonds. Like, mining is a bit of a task instead of being the other way around. Now I can't really keep up with experience. As well as there's the kingdom we can work on as well. Even the minecart trail to get to this area, you know. There's a lot of projects for us to work on. And I understand not everyone wants to see the same thing each episode. So feel free to leave a comment regarding that. And I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys!